This is a 2015 Fiat 500L, and it's much bigger than the 500, the small little car that brought Fiat back to the US. It's a front-wheel drive, two-row MPV with a tall roof, lots of glass area, and it's got good cargo space too. This model is called trekking, and what that means is it's got fender arch extensions and lower body cladding and all sorts of neat things to make it look sort of crossover-like. You can open the rear hatch. It's got pretty good cargo space, split folding rear seats, and it's got a little panel down here that you can move and put on different rows to make flexible levels of storage. The B in the back stands for the Beats audio system, which is an option. It's got a subwoofer back here too. Let's close the tailgate. The 500L has a 1.4 liter four-cylinder turbocharged engine. Let's take a look at it. The engine itself is made in Italy, has about 160 horsepower and 184 pound-feet of torque, and as I mentioned, it's turbocharged. The car itself is actually made in Serbia, and the transmission, this one has a 6-speed automatic, which is new for this year, comes from Japan. So it really is quite a multicultural, multinational vehicle. And we really like the front styling. It's very Euro chic and trendy, and in this color, this bright yellow with the white roof, you might also say it's kind of cute. So in the back seat, we have combo adjustable rear seating. They can either fold down or they can flip. Let me show you what happens here. You release the lever and you can fold it down. You can flip the whole thing forward like so. If you want to add something big, you can have maximum cargo space back here. They also make a 3-row version of this in Europe, which we don't get here. It has a longer body. And you can put it back up like so. You also notice the gigantic dual pane sunroof, and in a combo with that and the windows and the D pillar and the A pillar, the wraparound 3-piece windshield, really is very, very spacious inside. It gives it a feeling of like open air feeling. The instrument cluster looks very European. It's really got a lot of interesting shapes and designs and all sorts of neat Q circular like styling. This material up here on the dash sort of feels a bit like suede. And let's start her up. It's beeping because I don't have my seatbelt on. Hopefully that'll stop. The instrument cluster is bright and easy to read. We have in the center a trip computer, multifunctional thing where you can select different features, range and such, trip, average fuel economy 21.1, which is pretty good for a turbo, and we've been driving it pretty hard on our test loop around the hill here. It has Bluetooth. This one has the optional Uconnect audio system, which gives you a really bright 6.5-inch screen. And there's a bunch of different functions that you can do with it, of course. It's got Sirius XM, satellite radio, navigation system. It also has this neat backup camera when you put it in reverse. can see behind you what's back there. And also this has rear park assist sensors, so if you're getting near something when you're backing up, it starts beeping to warn you. And there's different features and functionality to the infotainment system. If my Bluetooth phone were synced, if we connected it, we could do hands-free calling and things like that. We have a navigation system on this. Again, it's an option, and it offers a bunch of different features, including maps, and you can do it manually, or you can do it by voice and do all sorts of neat things. This shows you where we are, and you can select more and hit some other things as well and do all kinds of neat stuff. So overall, Fiat has done a great job on the 500L. It's a very flexible small MPV. It's like a small wagon, but it has lots of different ways to configure the cargo space. And with it starts out, this model, which is the 500L Trekking, starts out at $21,000, which is really quite a good deal. And you can add all sorts of different options and packages and all sorts of things that you want to have, like this great sunroof. And the bottom line, including destination, is $29,000, which really is competitive in class. And you would want to compare this to vehicles like, say for example, the different models of the Mini, or maybe the Kia Soul, or maybe the Scion XB, or perhaps the Ford C-Max, which is a little bigger than this. But cheers to Fiat for bringing in a vehicle that offers Americans a lot of different choices. We get the 1.4 multi-air turbo engine here, and there's other engines available in other countries, including diesels and such, smaller engines too. And as I mentioned, the 3-row model that we don't get here. If you do want all-wheel drive, Fiat is going to introduce the new 500X that we saw at the LA Auto Show, which has slightly different styling. It's more of a crossover looking vehicle, and that's going to have available all-wheel drive. So thank you so much for joining us in the 2015 Fiat 500L. For our full review, be sure to, including a driving video, be sure to go to CarNichiWa.com. Thanks again. Bye now.